Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome to Secondhand Sunday. So I do this in conjunction with Velita's Op Shop Crafter, where we show the bits and pieces that we get secondhand. And Velita has a Facebook group, which is Op Shop Thrift Shop Crafter. She likes to show in there the things she finds and what she makes with them. You can always join that group. It's linked down below if you'd like to share what you find at the op shops or secondhand shops or marketplace or wherever, and the types of things that you make with what you find. So I'm just going to wipe down, which I should have done beforehand, my cutting mat that I film on because it is very dusty. Although it's going to get a lot dustier, I reckon, with what I'm showing today. I recently managed to grab a few things from an estate sale, which are very few and far between around here. We just don't get as much of the good old stuff that you do in other countries, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't have a lot of these to show, but when I do get them, it's fun to go through them with you. I have not looked at what's here. Sort of grab stuff and hope that it's worth my while, and then bring it home and look at it with you guys. So first of all, and the first box I'm sharing was this. It looks like an embroidery hoop, but it's an embroidery square wrapped with that. I don't mind doing some cross stitch, and I would like to do some small embroideries in the future. And it is nice having these to hang them when they're done, so you don't have to bother framing them and that. So that's probably what will happen with this. I like that it's green around the outside, so a nice botanical cross stitch or something might look good in that. So that's a keeper. There were a whole lot of your spoons. Now, I do not collect spoons. I do have some here that were given to me and a few that I've found along the way. So these will probably go with those. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those in the future either, but you never know. They are fascinating, and I've always thought you could leave them as is or flatten them to put them on a cover of a journal. So that might be something that I do in the future with my spoon collection. Silver plated, that one is, Scotland, so I might have to look some of these up just in case, although that's £2.20 for that one. Looks like someone travelled around. Isle of Wight, or White. Oh, I like this one, it's got a fly on it. Great place, 10 million flies can't be wrong. Earl Dunder, Northern Territory. I love that one, that is gorgeous. Yeah, now I might have to keep my spoon collection. Oh, I'm terrible. Put my glasses on so I can see. Birdsfield, that is. It's got a cow on it. That one's Victory Downs, Northern Territory, with another cow on it. Madame Tussauds. So these are all silver-plated ones. Made in Great Britain. It's got that bridge on it. Don't ask me what it is. Linton and Lynmouth. Farm one. This one's Land's End. Nice square spoon, that one. And then Paris. So that's actually quite neat. Put them to the side. Try and keep them all together because I do need to put these away somewhere afterwards, and they're in disarray at the moment. Now I've got this ball, I think it might be magnetised. Hard to tell. Not sure I need that, so I'll see if anything goes with it. There's this little purse. It's like a silk purse. That's quite nice, isn't it? Is there something in it? Yeah. It's just got some old jewellery in it, some chain. With beautiful, I don't know if it's an onyx or what in there, or just a dressed gem or something. It's very pretty though. So they'll be nice to reuse for a journal. the main thing that was in this lot was some stamp albums, so I want to have a look at them afterwards. This one is HMS Victory. Little things coming off, but that's all right. Might be some more spoons, but we'll have a look at the first one of these. So we've got this stamp album. Looks like someone put $12 on it or something. So the smaller stamp albums I don't mind keeping for ephemera and that. Bigger ones I tend to, especially this one, it's quite dirty. So probably trash it, but I keep these glassine papers. So I've got some Australian stamps there. It looks like it's an Australian stamp album. So some stamps to go in my collection. Now we've got Netherlands, Holland. Yeah. Netherlands. It's not Australia, so just your general stamps. Got some on paper. It's nice old paper too. Sometimes I like to keep them like that because it looks nice as an embellishment on the paper. So I do keep a pile of my stamps on the paper and then a pile that are off the paper as well. I have stamps all over the place. So some nice ones, which is good. Some empty pages there. Yeah, so just a general selection of typical postage stamps by the look. That's quite nice. Sometimes get something like this and it has all these stamp albums and they're empty, which isn't too good, but you know, luck of the draw. So I've got this little stamp album. I quite like this one. So we'll see. It's a bit older, I think, than I would have thought. It looks like it might be empty. It's a little dirty, but again, for ephemera, that's all right. It's good size. There's a couple of stamps, same sort of thing, in Netherlands. Get this big stamp album, just make sure we're in shot. There's a few stamps in here. So again, I'll keep these papers. Helvetia, I think that's Sweden. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did know what it was, but I forget. Yeah, so not much in that one. Pages aren't too bad in it though. If you've got little labels and stickers and that, stamp albums are a great thing to use to store them in. I know that people make their own folders that they put all their little pockets in, but it's a lot of work to make them. These are already made and they're quite sturdy, so I just use them. It's a nice old stamp album, this one. See if there's anything in there. There's one stamp. Yeah, so not much in that one. They are quite dirty too. So that one will be trashed and I'll keep some of the papers. Nothing in that one. Looks like most of them are empty. I love this one. The cover's really cool on this one. It's a nice old album. Looks empty as well, so that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Alright, so that was that. Next we have this pack. So this is a sports collection of stamps. I've got some of the stamp gummed papers in there as well. Open that up. So there's our gummed papers, and that comes in a little glassine bag. I like getting these little glassine bags as well to use in my journals. So I've got some sports stamps there, so that's quite nice. They're already sorted into theme for me. And then we've got some here. That's a nice one at the back, the France Grand Prix. Grand Prix. That would be beautiful ephemera for a journal. I won't pull it all the way out. Isn't that nice? And then we've got all those other ones in there as well. So that's nice. Sort of makes up a bit for the emptiness of the albums. Although I didn't pay a whole lot for all this, so that's all right. Another spoon. It looks like it's lost its little circle. I'll have to see if it's in the box anywhere. Or fork, I should say. And this one, Devon. Silver plated. A few spoons. There's the base for this one, I think. Alright, what have we got here? Ooh, sticky stuff. Free club for kids, Stamp Explorer Club. So it's just a card on that, and it's got the stamp in there. We've got the cheetah one there, and the dinosaur one there. Right, is that another one? Stuck together. Oh yeah, another dinosaur one. Oh, we've got a few in there. A wombat and another dinosaur and another dinosaur by the looks. Oh yeah, so there's 3 or 4 in those ones. Just one in that one, but that's all right. Some still on the paper, like that, because we've got the whole postmark there, so I'd keep that on the paper like that. Drag all this stuff out and we'll have a look through it. Just a whole lot of what's in the bottom of the box. So you never know what you're going to get, and you don't get a very good look at things beforehand. So, but I don't mind. I think it's a nice surprise. It's my dog with her squeaky. Seems to make an appearance in every one of my videos. There's a screw. Put that with the ball thing. There's a circle, but I don't think that come off the spoon. Or I might have. Beltana, South Australia. Then we've got a little pin, which is Manopara, which is South Australia. LAC and LAI. To look that up. That comes out of one of the spoon packets. Then we've got a pile of stamps here. So we've got a lot of sport ones, some on paper. Yeah, lots of sport ones. They're nice though. So we'll just do a quick flick through. That's beautiful. Christmas. Some joined together. I'll soak them apart rather than ripping them. Put that in the rubbish. Lolly wrapper, I think. I like that horse one. Yeah, lots of sport ones. So whether these all came from the albums that we were looking at before, I'm not sure. Oh, this looks like space. It's still closed. They're not mint, so I don't mind fiddling with them. Yeah, it looks like all space ones. Some of them are stuck together too. So a lot of people, you find in their states, a lot of people get a whole lot of stamps and don't do anything with them, and they just sit around forever and all stick together. So that's why I don't mind grabbing them and using them in my journals and that. There's another pack of sport ones. Christmas. Oh, lovely Australian bird ones. Love the nature ones. It's on paper. So what I'll do is sit down and sort out the ones that are on paper and the ones that are not on paper. South Australian Little Athletics Association. It was a girls' event. It was 100 metres. Trying to see, does it say what her time was? I used to do the little athletics in South Australia. This is from 1973. That was way before my time doing it. Actually, I was 1 year old then. Second, it's got 18.6. Okay, I wonder how old they were. Fourth, Yeah, I was going to say it's not the best time. Anyway. Oh! I just squeaked the squeaker with my foot. I hate that thing. I'll show you. I think she's taken off with my footrest now to play with. Oh, she got a new croc. I had to buy her a new one because her old one's all broken. He's nearly broken in half and it's her favourite toy. And as I said, every time I'm videoing, when she's finished her chewy, she runs out, grabs her croc and comes in and starts squeaking it because she's a terror. So we'll see how much of the video we can get done before I have to go and play with her. Spend most of my day entertaining the dog. That's all right because she's cute. She was sleeping with me a bit before, so I was able to do some fussy cutting, so that's good. I'm learning how to get back to it. So there's a fair few stamps in the bottom. Oh, someone's ID card. Oh, it's a Grand Prix racing license from 1985. That's pretty neat, actually. Challenge Grand Prix Australian racing license. Whether it's a game thing or what, I'm going to have to look up about that. Oh, isn't that cool? Never know what you're going to find. That is beautiful. Yeah, quite happy with this lot of stamps. Another baggie. It's got some random bits and pieces. That's stuck. Yep. Stamp game collecting kit. Oh, that's a nice one. International Year of the Family. I have to put them to the side in case Felita might have them, but it looks like First Nations peoples. So I might send that off to Felita for her journal making. I've got a little pile of goodies for her. There's just a ballet dancer in there, I think, that I can't be bothered pulling out. One of the cards that you have your stamp on. First Fleet Departure. Got a stack of these things. Some more of your gummed papers. Stamp collector card. Nice. Don't think that's meant to be on there, or maybe it is. I'll keep that. That'll be nice to put into a journal. Postage themed journal. Guinea masks. That's neat. Yeah, very cool. They're different. Commonwealth Games postmark. Sometimes I like keeping them on the paper just so I've got the postmark on there as well if it's interesting. Alright, so central felt bit that come off of something. So that was it from the first box. So I'm going to find something to put this in, and like a smaller box, and then I'll get the next box of goodies to have a look at with you. So another big stamp album. This is a nice old one. Let's hope there's some stamps in it. If not, I know there's stamps out of it. But I really like this one. Nice and old. Oh, there's one stamp. Springback binder. Oh, the pages are nice. I'll reuse that. Oh, it's one of these types. I love this graph paper too. So probably take the stamps off and use this graph paper. And there's a stack of it. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Get more excited about the used graph paper than do the stamps. And there's stamps in it. Now I'm happy days. Afghanistan. Looks like a really nice album, this. And you know, these are, I think these are mint stamps. It's a pity that they've been stuck in. Yeah, that is a pity. These are used. Argentine. Look, someone's put so much effort into this one. Beautiful writing. Austria. Basuto land. wherever that is. It's one I haven't heard. It must be an African one. Belgium. Look at that overprint. Another overprint there. I've been getting all my stamps out of my albums and just chucking them into, pity if any of them are worth anything, into containers for my journaling, but I'm keeping a lot of the perforated ones and the overprints in a album just in case. Bermuda, Bolivia, Brazil. This is an awesome album. British Guiana, Brunei, Bulgaria. So I don't know if you want me to flip through every page, but I'm in awe of all the stamps and the organisation. Just love these pages, so this is a treasure for me for sure. I'll just do a quick flick, I think, for you. Some countries have a lot prettier stamps than others. I've got a nice set there. Good gal, Millie. Yes, might be here for a while because I've got a few albums to look through and then a whole lot of stuff otherwise. New Zealand. That's a gorgeous album. I'm so happy with that. That makes up for the other albums being empty. Here's another one of the same type of album by the looks. So what have we got in here? Oh, nice. Some ephemera. What's that picture? Venera Point de Rialto. Something like that. La Cathédrale de Chartres. That's nice, isn't it? It's this sort of thing I love finding, all the random stuff. It's a bit dusty, needs a bit of a clean. And there's some mint stamps. We've got a prepaid envelope, first day cover. I always mix up those terms. A bit dirty around the edge, but still. Official post office cover. Beautiful. Some French thing. Another first day cover. This one's gorgeous. It's got a card in there. Look at that, that's beautiful. Fiji. Australian stamps. Again on the beautiful graph paper. Don't know if they've fallen out or just weren't put in. Love these pages that are in here. The graph's very, very faint on them. Oh look, just a stack of the pages that haven't been used. They are going to be great journal pages. And lots of stamps in between. Oh, some stamps in between. I'm happy to have a whole lot of pages that are unused. Very, very nice. So I'll just put them somewhere. I'm very happy with this lot, actually. Definitely worth my while. Look at this cool stamp album. And we've got this National Parks. I think it's been stuck in there. Australian stamps there. Oh, look at the monkeys. Oh, it's got great paper too. Sometimes you get spiderweb paper or whatever. This is like alligator or reptile skin. That is very neat. That'll come in handy. Oh, move over a bit. I hope you saw the last one. Look, I've got a whole lot of animals. So it must just be animals in here, which is really, really cool. Something I don't get a lot of. You know, you get a lot of the queens and kings and buildings. Yep, it's all animals. Oh, look at the foxes. I have to put them in my son's journal. Maybe, if he's lucky. If I ever make it. Oh, look how cute these ones are. teddy bears, horses and stuff, dogs. Wonderful. This one might be an empty. It's got your reptile skin glassine paper, whatever you call it. Got some nice stamps there. Beautiful flowers. Can't turn the pages. Butterflies. That one. Nice little sized one. It's a bit like the one we saw before, isn't it? Looks like some war stamps. People. Oh, this is different pattern again. It's like flowers, I think, on that one. Look at the giraffe and the cheetah. Dinosaurs. How cool. Australian stamps. Love these bird ones. Norfolk Island. Butterflies and animals. Looks like another animal album. Shells. Chinese dragons, I think they are. Or birds. This is exciting. Purple flowers, I know where they'll be going in my purple journal, which I must make one day. There's a few that I haven't seen before. Usually I don't see many that I haven't seen before, but with all the countries, of course, there's a heap that I wouldn't have. These, I think these are all mint ones. What's this? Performing arts. Don't know if the stamps are in there or not. Won't open it at the moment, but yeah, I'll see if they're in there sometime. Test cricket, centenary. Don't think there's... Oh yeah, they are the stamps on there. Nice. Definitive issue 1976. Jersey. Oh, there's some good stuff. Low values. Jersey again. Those two. So I've got this album. A few flowers and that. Got a different print again. It's like ribbons or something on that one. So it's great. Lots of Czechoslovakia. I had all of mine stored in albums, but I ended up with a massive underbed pull-out tub with all these stamps that just sat there and did nothing. And then since I found the junk journaling, that sort of gave me a use for them that I appreciated. That's that one. I've got this little one. This is a great size that you can just grab with one hand for labels and that. So I might use this to store that sort of thing in. Oh, we've got elephants, which is great. More elephants and stuff. Trying to get through filming this with the dogs wandering around, hopefully not chewing on anything. I know I was videoing something the other week and my son went in for a shower And I went out into the lounge room and I heard some crunching and I thought, oh, what's she got? I went and had a look and she had eaten his glasses. Yeah, totally smashed one of the lenses. Yes, he should not leave them on his bed when he goes into the shower. So the poor man has been trying to live without his glasses for the last week or so, so must go and get some more. Yeah, she was in the doghouse that night. Been giving her all these chewy things and she's got nice strong jaws, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Doesn't tend to destruct things much, which is good, but yeah, she couldn't resist those when he put them on the end of his bed, because he puts the washing on the end of his bed and she racks off with socks and jocks and that, thinks it's a fun game. So that's that lot. Now we've got this, which looks interesting. The ETA album, Postage Stamps of the World. It looks so old. Can't see a date, so I'll look up about it. So it looks like it is an album, but I don't think it's got any in it. Oh, here we go. Prove me wrong. Got some for this page. So it's very old, so it'd only be the really old stamps that would be in that. And it looks like a whole lot have been taken out of it. Got an old piece of paper there. Still a few in there. That's pretty cool. And then I've got this thing. Looks like there's some nice old papers in this. It's definitely nice leather, nice and thick. Could be suede. Well, that's suede, isn't it? And that would be leather, would it not? I don't know. But yeah, that feels like suede for sure. I've got to smell it now. It's got a nice smell to it. It's been very roughly made. Interesting. Look at this envelope. Registered airmail. 19, is it 50? 19. That one's 49. Let's see. I don't want to break it anymore. Seeing if there's anything in there. Big envelope for a little letter. So we've got some stamps. They look like they're possibly mint. So leave them wrapped up in that glassine. And some parchment paper. Audrey, South Africa, mint pears. So I will leave them in there. I don't want to fiddle with them too much. I've got another envelope here. So again, I suspect there's some mint pears, maybe. I think they're in the glassine again. Yes. Beautiful old glassine as well. I'm not going to unwrap them anymore. They're South African ones. So the mint ones and that I tend to debate, especially these old ones. I probably have them looked into a bit rather than using them on my journals. But the envelopes, that's another story. They'll be great to use. And there's a nice old stamp. Nice airmail letter. Yeah, these are 1949 as well. And look. Oh my goodness. What a treasure. So cool. It's got all the labels and that on it. I think that's just something making the envelope hard in there, so I'm not going to pull that out. These are so cool. That's a first day cover, that one. So yeah, there's just board in them to keep them nice and sturdy and stop them getting all squished. Beautiful. I love this sort of thing. Airmail. This one's gorgeous. This is first day cover, but it's in writing. Maybe there was something on the inside of it. Okay, it's the next day and I'm on to finish the video. So I have tipped out the contents of the rest of the second box. So this is all we've got left now. So I thought we'll have a quick look through here. I have places to be today, so I must try and get it done. So it looks like glassine bag just with an odd assortment of stamps. Looks like there's a few of that sort of thing, which is really cool because I love reusing these as pockets in my journals. Stamps of Ample the World. I'll keep this sort of advertising. I'll keep this sort of advert for ephemera in a postage themed journal. That one's Ireland. Looks like it's mixed up there. Again, I forgot to bring my glasses in. Got a bit of an overprint in that one. 9, does it say 9 pies? 9 pies. Fair enough. Now they're coming out. I'm going to shove them back in there if that's what's meant to be in there. I'll get the ones that might be too good to sort of use in my journals. I'll get them looked at. So I've got Sweden and Germany, although it's got a Spain stamp in there, so that looks like Sweden. English it says. Now these don't necessarily look like they're special at all. There's just a mixed assortment in there. They have postmarks and they're not mint. It looks like Ireland, East Germany. So then we've got stacks of loose stamps. I might just grab a baggie. I can start shoving some of the loose ones in that so they don't end up everywhere as we go. So some of them are on the paper still, which because it's vintage paper, a lot of it, I will leave it on the paper. There's an overprint on that one, so I'll keep them as is and have a better look at them. So it looks like a lot of German, some Australia, some Norway, that sort of stuff. Not the most exciting stamps, but they're very vintage. Well, they are vintage, but they're vintage looking as well. So great for if you're making faux vintage envelopes, that sort of thing. Really love getting animals and birds and plants. You know, I don't get a lot of them because you do tend to get a lot of that sort of thing. So that's why I was happy when I saw how many animals and that were in the albums that we were looking at before. Let's put that down. What's in here? Bird emblems. So they're mint. They're still on their little sticker book thing. Laughing kookaburra. They're nice. I'll just put that to the side. I think that can go in the bin. I've got some envelopes, which I love. Even if they're broken, you can use them for your collaging. Great writing on there. I'm assuming most of them are around the 50s in date. The envelope. Cut the top. No, it's just sealed itself shut, I think. Yep, I can get that open. That one's stuck in there. Stuck to the envelope. Czechoslovakia. Beautiful, isn't it? The old paper. There's some nice old ones in here. India. There's an Ireland one, an Antarctica. Love the old worn envelope. I think I was just as excited about seeing some envelopes in this lot. Look, there's a picture of a cat and a horse. Great writing. August, can't see the year. '48, I think. 46. Beautiful. Just a piece of paper in there. Love the ML sticker. National Development Stamp issue. It's been opened. It's a nice window envelope, isn't it, to reuse? It would have gone good in my underwater journal, which I am still making, so I could use it. I might keep it for another one. Can't fit too much more in the one I'm doing. Great envelopes, really happy with them. Lots of glassine bits and pieces. Oh, look, this is 3 pies. Burma, it says. India. Denmark and Sweden and Norway. But most of them are on paper. Nice. Going to have to do a lot of crafting with stamps, aren't I? India. Vietnam. Thailand. It's just got one in there, but it looks like a nice one. United States. It looks like a pattern of a penguin. I think that can be binned. Pioneer Life Stamp Series. It's had some bits cut out. I'll reuse this paper and a card. That's a nice window for the front of a journal. It's got a letter or something in there. Neat writing. I think it's 1981. Well, it says 1872, but that's definitely not the original, so. But I can reuse all of that board and everything. Oh, nice, a little stamp catalogue from 1963. That's quite neat. Canada. Stuart Stamp Shop. Wasn't anything in that one. Stamps France, it says. They don't look like they're France. Looks like a bit of a mix there. Just some paper, Orient line. Nice. It's just a gum bit. I'm going to take them out. They look like they could be mint, so I'm going to leave those in there. That's just a little interesting envelope by the looks. So Chad. Another envelope. New Zealand, the flowers, they're nice. I like using those. Miscellaneous. Looks like an overprint on that one. Now, when I say overprint, just in case you don't know, which I'm sure most of you do, is sometimes you've got the stamps that have been stamped on with a different denomination or pies, apparently, in India. So they're a little bit different, of course, than the usual stamp. So there's just an assortment there with a cool envelope. We've got a postcard here. That looks really nice. 20, I think that's from the 1920s. The wreck of the SS Valdura Kilmore. Very good. Nice ephemera. Envelope. Says Uruguay. Australia. South Africa. So they tried sorting their stamps nicely. A bit like my assortment of stamps all over the shop. Denmark. Put all these bags in another baggie after. Senegal, China. Oh, this is a neat bag. San Marino, that might be mint. Belgium, Paraguay, Pakistan. You don't realise there's so many countries in that until you do stamp collecting. Norway, Netherlands. Nice little stamps here. Is that Russia? Yeah. Romania. Now, there's a broken stamp in there, but they're nice and old. Love that bag. France. I'm so happy with this lot. It's awesome. As I said, it sort of evens it all out nicely. So I'm very glad I got these. So I will just pick up these loose ones, take out any rubbish and bag them. Some nice big ones there. Set a 25 cents. So I'll use this in a vintage journal. Nice grunged up paper. It's got a few staples in it. I'll make an interesting little addition to a page in a really ratty journal. Oh, where'd I put my bag there? Not long woken up, and I don't think I have woken up actually. That's just a twist tie. I'll put that in the rubbish as well, the gum bit. I think I got that in the rubbish. Got to be careful, else the dog will eat them. Now there's another overprint with the 10 that's been printed over. It was initially a 5. I think they did that sort of thing in times of war or in times of economic difficulties. Not 100% sure. I'll have to look up about it more. But that's what I believe. Then, of course, some of your stamps, you've got the watermark that you can see through the back, and sometimes that can make them a little more, worth a little more, but it's too much for me to learn about all this stuff and look up about it, so probably wasting thousands of dollars of stamps in my journals, but oh well, what you don't know doesn't hurt you, and I have fun. Start making junk journals and you feel like you've got to be an expert on everything because you use everything in them. All right, now this is exciting. Look, small pond mini sheet. That is beautiful. Could leave it even packaged like this and slip it into a journal on that theme. And we've got this one, Australia. Haven't seen this middle section before, so that's really neat. This is nicely packaged, stage and screen, Australia. I know I've seen that one a lot, but I don't think I've seen the other ones. So very nice. Pictorial postage stamps. Fascinating. I'll just reuse this. That could be an over the page flip. That you just sit over a page and I'll decorate it. There's another one, Jersey. So yeah, they're going to be fun to reuse. Then we do have a sort of first day issue from 71, rotary one. I've got some more stamps in here, like the horse one. Look at the colour of the gum. Just what we want for our journals. I'm really happy with all the envelopes I've got here. Gemstones and marine life. Nice old envelope. Oh, some beautiful stamps in there. Looks like Great Britain. Now, that one's got a nice overprint. Might just slip him in with these ones, in case that's where he came from. Tiny little glass in envelope, that's so cute. I have to make some of those. I think I'll be able to get this done in time, which is great, because I do have to head out. Wasn't going to say to pick up something off a marketplace. Oh my goodness, I'm having a week of it this week. But happens sometimes, doesn't it? Get a whole lot that you find in a week and then you don't find anything for ages. So I must behave myself for a good few weeks after this. Nice ones on paper there. Nice envelope. New Zealand. So I've got a lot of sorting out to do. Oh, I love the label that's on here. Stamps in these as well. That looks like it might be mint. Trying not to touch it much. Thailand. Just leave them in there. Nice envelope. Got these tiny little envelopes. Book post has stamped on it. Oh, they all come out of there, I think. Sea mail. Oh, there's a letter in there, a typed letter. Subramanian Secretary and Advisor, the United Planters Association, the United Planters Association of Southern India. Telegrams. That's neat. You feel like a bit of a voyeur, don't you, looking into people's lives like this, but it's fascinating as well. Some really old stamps there. I've got a newspaper clipping. Hatton Robinson. Oh, why didn't I bring my glasses? Beloved wife, it's a death notice on one side. Yeah, I think it's for the death notice. We've got stamps. I'll just put that back in there. Then we've got a letter. From 1977. I will have a read of that later when I've got my glasses. Looks like mainly India. Nice stamps there. A little card I can reuse. That's what I love about this hobby. You know, you try to reuse everything as much as you can of things, which is great fun. It's fun getting excited about the things that aren't really worth anything. Oops, throwing stamps up there when they should be going in here. I'm so half asleep. The rolled up stamp, I might try and flatten it out later. Love the old paper. At least my sorting out of stamps a lot quicker and easier now than it used to be, because I used to have to put them in the album in the country and then try and find the set they went with, and sometimes I'd have them in order of the dates they were put out. And now I just put them in themes. Much, much easier. Oh, look at that. They are going to be great fun to use. So cute. So many different faces there. Absolutely gorgeous. It's another postcard, yep, of the Gunnard RM something Queen Elizabeth. Is that a card? Yeah, and it's got the letter in it. Very nice. Ireland. Oh, that looks interesting. Just shove in a grungy journal. Africans. French group. Now we have here different stamps, but it looks like a letter that's been ripped up. Definitely going to have to read that one. I've got a little baggie there. Oh, here we go. It's got stamps on it. It's really thin. Airmail envelope by the looks. Yeah, so there's stamps on there, but it has the letter on the other side. Friday, October the 23rd. That looks interesting. Slip that back into here. Ruler. Oh, this is neat. It's French, a little French envelope. Love that. Pity it's got the writing on it, because that'd be awesome as it is, but that's all right. Another postcard. 1915. Australia, it says. Don't know if there's much in here. Oh, there's a few. Doesn't look like Australia though. It looks like a mix. And then I've got this. Looks like an old shoebox with the... Oh, I do have one thing more to show you after. Let's get these put away. Right, then I've got this little box that's full of stuff as well, which I'd forgotten about. Oh goodness, it might take a little while. Scared to tip it out. Oh, yeah, look at all that stuff. There's all sorts in here. All right, I'll just make sure I've got everything out. And then I can use it as my rubbish bin. little stamp collecting magnifying glass. Some really old rubber bands, and no, I'm not using them in a journal. Oh, little gum pieces off the back of the stamps. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's 666. Oh, I can use that in a journal I'm doing now. Could be 999. I was going to say I'll use it as 999, but I am doing a goth style journal, so I might have to use it as 666. Funny how you get these things just at the right time. Okay, tip that junk off. Right, let's see what we've got here. Another envelope. Beautiful. Stamps of the World pack. Just reuse the card. Another envelope says USA. And it has USA. Amazing. This looks like Australia. It looks like a mix. Yeah, got England. A few different bits and pieces. Old piece of paper. I'll actually keep that. It's nice and grungy to use in a cluster or something. Glassine envelope. Another one of those card packs. So they will go in here. Another rickety envelope. It's a whole lot on paper. And the ones on paper, I'll probably keep a lot of these on the paper just because it's nice vintage paper to use in clusters. Yeah, and it's nice to have a bit of both, some on and some off, depending on what you want to do. I do then go through and look at the postmarks too, in case there's some that I really love, and then I put them away in a bag with special postmarks. Now, this just looks like random stamps, so I might use that to put some more in. Another one of those. Nice old envelopes. University of Melbourne. That's nice. It's big. It looks like a bottle bag, doesn't it? There's a whole lot in there of all sorts. Looks like England. That's definitely for a grungy journal, that envelope. Beautiful. Still in there, they're nice. I think it says Dubai for those. It's just my alarm going off before. So glad I'm nearly finished because I've got to get ready and go. Take my dog for a walk too. Mrs. Tate, 1957 air letter. So I have to give that a read. So that is it. Yeah, so they were the two lots of stamp things that I got. I do have some more bits and pieces, but I'll show them in another video because this one's long enough, so you might see it next week or when I get around to it. I hope you enjoyed looking through those with me. I'm really happy with what I've got. Lots of vintage bits and pieces there as far as the envelopes and papers and that. And then stacks of stamps to use. So I've got some sorting to do there. So take care of yourselves, be good, and I will see you again soon. Bye.